A few years back, there was a film called Gladiator, and in there, there's a character played by Richard Harris, and he says, when a man gets old, he wants to make sure that there's some sort of legacy left behind, that something worthwhile, to give his life some sort of meaning.
Yeah.
And he's saying this to Russell Crowe. But anyway, similarly, I think with the passing of a guy that I got great respect for, which is this guy, Karl Wallinger.
Yeah.
He passed, and there seemed to be very little fanfare. But for me personally, he changed everything with the release of one song in particular called Ship of Fools. What that song meant for me. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to express some of the key things that Karl Wallinger and that song meant for me anyway.
So it's not about him as such.
Yeah, it's more of his legacy.
Yeah, because he was a one-hit wonder, correct?
No, he had a number of hits, but and to be fair, Australia is the only place in the world where that particular song was a hit.
Right, okay.
I think it got to number 3 or number 4. The rest of the world ignored it. He's more famous in the UK for a song called She's the One, which was actually re-released by a guy called Robbie, whatever's that guy's name?
Williams or someone like that.
Robbie Williams.
Right. So I've never heard any of his other material.
No, I think he was in a band called the Waterboys as well. But that's okay. But for me, it's this one particular song, and in particular,
don't mention Waterboys.
Oh yeah,
because then I'll start talking in a strange accent.
In this video, I talked before about rock music being part of my religion.
Yes, you did indeed. And looking at a guru now as we speak. And
one of those things. We talked about silly love songs, and now that people are creating this art form, what are they going to write about? Is it okay to write about love songs, or is it an opportunity now that it exists to write about some more heavier stuff or something that's more important to the person creating the art? So I think for Karl Wallinger, who wrote this song "Ship of Fools," he just let some of these words and stuff are just it was like he was like talking directly to me.
Right, but was he saying that the world is a ship of fools, or that Western culture?
I think he was talking about humanity. Because we're on this journey, and we're not even going in the right direction. Because he's talking about sailing away from the light.
Sailing away, yeah.
But it's basically in rock history. There's basically been environmental anthems. So you could go back to Monkey Gone to Heaven, where they talked about the ozone layer. Or you go right back to Joni Mitchell, for example. That's probably more in our era, where she released a song called Big Yellow Taxi Cab. Yeah. And she's going, hey, Mr. Farmer, put away the DDT now. And now
don't build a parking lot.
Let the spots on the apples. Yeah. So she's talking about, and they got all the trees and they put them in a tree museum.
Oh, they did too. I'm sure that'll happen eventually. Because they built a parking lot where it used to be a garden or something. Yeah.
So rock history is full of these environmental anthems. It's just that for me, what's different about this song is that it attacks or it highlights the number one thing that's driving all this relentless drive for technology and industrialization and growth and exploitation of resources. Yeah. And then that film, because he talks about that men are drawn by the promise of the women and the lace and the gold and the cotton and pearls.
Oh, okay. Yes. Oh, yeah, they are indeed.
In fact, he uses the word avarice and greed.
Yeah.
So to me, I thought, at last, some guys, but he hit the hammer on the head. Yeah. And just cut to, the number one thing that's driving all this. Because in the video, you've got something I've never seen before, which is called a BWE, or a bucket wheel excavator. So in Australia, we're all about iron ore. Yeah. So we've got these BWEs that will just go into a mountainside with these buckets and just basically chew through entire mountainsides.
Yeah.
And but yeah, and that's the stuff that it's pulling out of the earth is the stuff that's driving arguably the number one environmental issue, which is carbon emissions. But that's another video.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
I want to talk about what's driving all this.
Why are they going into
industrialization? I suppose.
Why are they flying in and flying out to do that?
Yeah, and digging up all this. Yeah.
What
stuff.
makes a man get on a plane?
Yeah. What
on Monday at 4:00 in Perth?
Yeah.
And fly north to Port Hedland.
Yeah.
To be part of operating that, digging the earth, gouging the earth.
Yeah.
I think there was a song called Gouge Away, but anyway, but they go in, they're gouging the earth for resources.
Yes.
Now those resources are going to disappear on ships, not ships of fools, but ships of ore.
Yeah.
And that guy, he's going to get paid big dollars working long shifts.
Yeah.
To go back and hopefully use the money, the big dollars he's earned, to find his perfect lady and set up a family.
Yeah, possibly.
Because without that money, he's a loser. So he's got to go. He's chasing the money, chasing the folding stuff. And what's driving him is he could buy these jewels and things for a woman.
The women and the lace.
And lace, buy the clothing, put the roof over the head for the woman.
But it's kind of always been like that. Like, why did you and I turn up to work for 35, 40 years in an IT office?
Yeah.
It's because we were chasing something. We both of us didn't actually want to be there. We could think of 100 different things that we could do.
Yeah.
But we were chasing something larger than ourselves.
And smaller than ourselves, because the young people were looking up when you arrived home, were seeing if Daddy had brought home some dinner.
Yeah, that's it.
You brought stuff from the shop.
Yeah.
Without playing the game in the system that you're in, where we happen to have been born into an era where we're in an industrial capitalist world. At the moment, or we had a parallel, or we could have been in an industrial Marxist world. Or we could have been in a non-industrial world called the Third World. Waiting for ships to come from the other parts with big sacks of wheat and flour for us, or rice. Without which we would starve. So you either play part of the capitalist system, the Marxist system, or the handout, please give me food system. Those are the three. Those appear to be the three systems that a various ship, which you probably has got 3 decks on it. The ship of fools. It's got 3 decks. I'd argue that we're on the top deck with the swimming pool probably on there and all the activities for kids to play on and all the good food. And then down below you've got the more the Marxists living on a diet of, soup and black bread, horrible food with worms in it and things like that. And then down in, is it called steerage or something? There's some horrible part of the ship where you're not even, I think you're below the waterline. And that's where the people who have not played the game, they're not played in either game. So they literally have to put their hand out and hope that a big bowl, big container, big spoon will come and fill their bowl with food. That they're generous benefactors who are playing the game of the ship of fools. So these guys are literally, and unfortunately, even if the ship goes down, the only people who will get access to lifeboats are the ones at the top. These guys will go down with the ship at the bottom because they didn't play the game. So they end up being sunk. They because I think evolution, not just the evolution of people, but the way the world is evolving. From a gaseous cloud into eventually a cold piece of rock or something. It's evolving, and only the strong survive. The people who play the game, you don't get to not play the game. If you don't play the game, another ship appears with sails, and a group of very unpleasant-looking criminals get off under police guard, red coat guard, and they take your land.
Yeah.
So you've got to be, again, if you're going to be on the ship, you should make sure you're on the top deck of that ship and playing the game to its full extent.
Yeah.
So I think it's a warning that he's put out that we could be all on a ship of fools.
Yeah.
But what he doesn't, maybe he doesn't spell out, maybe I've not heard, that we're all on the ship, we're all playing the game, but we all want the same thing. And even the guys down at the bottom who are getting the handouts of the sacks of flour, even within their microcosm, they lobby for power so that you'll get someone who gets in a position where they can corrupt and they can siphon aside a lot of the charity that's been given to them by their rich benefactors, and then they take they apportion that out to allow them to purchase, to take ownership of the and to be able to buy these beads and baubles and things to make sure that they get the pick of the young ladies and things.
These meaningless things, which in the face of nature are meaningless because and I think that's so. Yeah, I suppose for me, Karl,
so it's a big ship, Ron. It's a big ship.
No, it's just that I think Karl Wallinger, through his art form, has just highlighted this point. And he's chosen not to write a silly love song. Yeah. He's chosen to write what he thinks is going on with this world, this relentless drive towards industrialization, technology, and pollution. And as he points out, the song "Save Me from Tomorrow."
Oh, okay,
It can't go on. It's you can't just keep on adding on. At some stage, it's going to explode in our face, and it doesn't matter what layer of the ship you're on. Yeah. Everybody goes down, as you kind of alluded to.
Yeah, but some have lifeboats. I think this is where Elon Musk.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Is by trying to build an escape vehicle to Mars, because he's and he's not alone. Yeah. There are some people who say because it's, again with the ship metaphor.
Yeah.
There are some saying we've built too complex a ship, and as it sails through the ocean, it's actually killing all the fish underneath it. It's dropping sewage, it's dropping pollution, oils going out of the ship, killing the wildlife underneath it. It's a giant wave it's leaving is washing away the sands of the shores it goes past.
Yeah.
So we built this ginormous ship that all the fools are on.
Yeah.
And then within that, there's wise men on the ship and women possibly debating, should we actually just salvage as much of this ship as we can and build simple rafts for smaller amount of people who we can float off then, and we've spread our risk.
Yeah.
So some of those small rafts will sink, but others will survive. It's not one big ship. There's also right on the top, probably up among the top, on the deck, but not even above the deck, in the superstructure where the captain, the admiral or the captain's controls who's driving the ship.
Yeah.
The top guys, the elite up there, are saying, no, what we need is an even bigger ship that's more complex and that has the ability to actually leave the sea and go into space, to navigate time zones. Yeah. So they're saying that our own, they're recognising the problem, so they may well have heard the song. They may be playing on through pipes as their background. They may be playing this song on a loop
to reiterate,
to drive them.
Yeah,
and they're saying, right. So these guys at the top are saying, until we're going to be screwed, because we're destroying the sea. This sea that we're sailing on is going to be basically a giant, lifeless sewer.
Yeah,
the way we're going. At that point, we need to build that technology.
Yeah.
So they've got the belief that the technology is the way forward, and if we can just get the ship such that it becomes a starship, and we can go into literally, we get we're virtually close to infinite future.
Yeah.
So we have a future because we could spoil Earth, and we could literally go to possibly an infinite number of other Earth-like places, and to spoil those, and then move on again on an infinite thing, like nomads.
Yeah.
Like nomads would go to an oasis.
There is, of course, another stream of thinking, which is, well, instead of doing that, why don't we just take measures to look after the planet that we've currently got and then work backwards from there?
Because, but that's what I suggested with the rafts. I said that those guys who are down below, who are looking at from a bottom up, not a top down, they're saying, really, there's enough material just on this ship for us to basically beach it at the next island we float past, beach the ship, again, strip, and pull away all of the materials, salvage them, in a way that you could, I've seen a show where a guy literally gets smashed up motorbikes, and he's able to salvage bits and pieces recycle and rebuild that into a working unit. Now these guys would be able to pull away the bulkheads and get all the bits of the ship and make probably 1,000 small ships out of it, rafts, and not even rafts, some of them, depending on how clever they are. It'd be a variety. That's the beautiful thing. It also spreads it. When you're on the one ship, we're under the control of that one captain. What if that captain's an idiot? What if he goes? What if that captain goes insane or goes senile? And he decides he wants to.
Or he just might not be that smart.
So he might just be low IQ. He's been pushed up there through nepotism. So we're all sailing on this one ship, and then there's this one person up there. Potentially the world, if you look even at the current world, without bringing politics into it, we're probably only one decapitation strike on Russia to take Putin and all his guys out. And then Donald Trump will effectively be the leader of the world. At the moment, Donald Trump is the leader of America. He's already told Europe they don't count, that they're losers. He's shown that he can just send people in with a discombobulator machine and literally take a leader out of Venezuela and put him in New York in jail.
He did that, didn't he?
So he can basically now, the only thing stopping him from literally being able to control the whole world is Putin. No one else can. Even China seems not able to do it, because they depend on the markets. So at the moment, and that's I'm only using that as an example and not narrowing it down to pick on one guy. I'm just saying that we're not far away, and that guy's 80, he could die tomorrow, but there'll be another one like him. All I'm saying is that we're very close to a world where we'll be on one ship with one leader. And if that leader turns out to be a Stalin or a Genghis Khan, certainly with AI and big data and all the controls we've got now with cameras on every corner, that captain, he can sail us to oblivion.
Off the edge of a cliff.
So this is why we're probably better off to have the model that I was suggesting, where you literally beach the ship. Don't try to build into a literally a planet-sized starship. Unbelievably complex, to the point where the people sailing it probably don't even know how it works. Because it's all been siloed and built by all experts and specialists. So they've got this giant thing. The person sitting up in the captain's chair, literally pressing buttons, have no understanding of where the energy's coming from or whatever. Whereas these other guys down below are saying, no, let's go backwards to a golden age where people we never even mix with more than 150 people. So we break us down to 150 tribes or bands of 150. So you'll go and help yourself to as much of that material from that ship, create your raft, your escape hatch, whatever you want to call it, and you sail off then in different directions. And now you're going to be living in sync, in harmony with the world's resources. You won't be powerful enough.
No, well, human beings will find a way to stuff it up. But one thing I liked about Wallinger is in this video, because it's pretty heavy subject matter, and you'd think he'd have this somber sort of, a poignant sort of face. But instead, while he's delivering the message, save me from tomorrow, he's got this smile on his face. It's almost like the Rolling Stones' Sympathy for the Devil. He's like, it's almost like demonic. Like, so what's going on? I think
I thought he was happy.
I think this is part of Wallinger's psychology, isn't it?
Do you think that he's actually
enjoying giving the bad news?
Is he actually aware that he's going to take a coward's way out?
Yeah,
and take an early exit.
I don't know, but
how did he go? Why is he not with us?
I think he almost enjoys the fact. There's some people who enjoy the prospect that humans are actually going to blow themselves up.
Yeah, but did he take an early exit?
Well, he's dead.
Yeah, but he's not that old, the guy.
He didn't. Yeah, he had quite a reasonable sort of life. Like, he wasn't self-destructive.
He wasn't one of these died at 27.
No,
I've never seen a picture of him old.
I don't. Put it this way: I don't think he's the sort of person who deliberated too much on the heavy stuff. He recognised it.
Yeah.
He was able to create art out of it.
Yeah.
But he was also able to enjoy that process. So I don't think he was. So I think he was. Yeah.
Do you think he just like?
He's a bit of a complex character. I
found a few words he liked, and
I think he believes in what he's saying,
okay.
But I don't think he sort of like breastbeats and sort of becomes depressed about it.
Yeah,
which is probably good because this is the second part of what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Is mental illness, depression, and humanity's bloody reliance on medication to solve problems. So let's talk about.
Yeah, because I was just going to suggest that, in a way, he reminds me of the singer of a group called The.
Yeah.
Because they do a similar song.
Yeah.
Where this is your captain calling, and they're bombing Arabia, and and again, it's a sort of one man. It's pretty much the one man.
Yeah.
But that's a heavier message.
Yeah.
Because this guy, I think he's literally his plane's burning up. I don't think he's going to survive that thing. But so Wallinger, because he doesn't look like, not all heroes wear capes.
No.
And he doesn't look like he would suit a cape.
No.
We set in sail to the place on the map from which no one has ever returned. Drawn by the promise of the joker and the fool, but the lights of the crosses that burn. Drawn by the promise of the women and the lace, and the gold and the cotton and pearl.